What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. You know who I am. Welcome back to another episode of Film Stock Reviews. In this episode, I'm reviewing WandaVision. So I did a different approach to how I wanted to review this series, and I've seen other YouTubers and other movie critics and fans of Marvel out there reviewing each episode after it aired. I figured, let's wait and review the whole series, because there are a lot of things that happened in this series that is mind-blowing and weird and interesting, and I wanted to be the one to actually review the entire series instead of reviewing it by episodic release date. So WandaVision actually tells the story of Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch, and Vision, and how things start out after the events of Avengers Endgame. Now, the series spans 9 episodes, and each episode takes place in a different decade, starting with the 1950s up until the present day. The 50s aspect of it was great. It had a feel of the Dick Van Dyke Show, which was fantastic. They filmed it in front of a live studio audience, which was really, really good. It gave it that old classic TV style feel to it, which was great. Seeing Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany do their thing was good, and how the transformations happened over time with how everything they were getting used to was really, really good. That was the first episode. And it gradually goes on to episode 2, 3, which was the 60s and 70s, and into the 80s and the 90s. Now, over the course of this show, we've trying to find out what is happening to Wanda. What is this whole Westview thing, and what is happening, what created it, who created it. And later on in the series, we find out that, we find out how everything was created and who's behind it, and the certain villains that are in this TV show. Of course, everyone has already seen this because it's one of the most watched TV series in the world at the time it was released. So what a way to kick off Phase 4 of Marvel, and especially the way that Marvel started off, because of course Black Widow was supposed to be the first movie to kick off Phase 4, but why not kick it off with a TV series? I was blown away by how the emotion is in this series, how Elizabeth Olsen's character as Wanda, and she transforms into the Scarlet Witch, which was not surprising. We all expected it, we all wanted it to happen, and her getting her costume was really, really good. And seeing the old school costumes during the Halloween episode, how Wanda wears her Scarlet Witch from the old classic comic books, and how Vision wears his costume from the old classic comic books, is really, really good and really well done. I don't want to get into much of the spoilers, because I'm not that kind of person. I want to let you watch it for the experience and how you think you would perceive that everything is happening. There is a twist where it's very surprising, and one of the characters that you didn't expect, or how it expects to happen. But we see who is controlling this person, what happens to this person, how this person came about, and it's very interesting. And even the sublining characters in this, like Monica Rambeau, whose mother was Maria Rambeau in Captain Marvel, and friend of Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, was good. We see her now as an adult and how she plays into the SHIELD, organization, or now as they call it, SWORD. A lot of things have changed. It's one thing overlapping another, which is really, really good. We see Randall Park come back as Jimmy Woo from Ant-Man. He's the FBI investigator and agent. And it's really good to see that we see all these characters come into this show, trying to figure out what Wanda's doing and how things are happening. Each episode is close to 30 minutes to 50 minutes long. It's 9 episodes. It's a very quick watch. And within these episodes, they have commercial breaks and little subtle details of what things are, like Hydra, or certain callbacks to the comic books, or Stark Industries. It's really done really well and really, really good. Even Ultron is mentioned in this series, and when Ultron is mentioned, Wanda just gets aggravated and angry. And seeing her use her powers, and over the course seeing her being happy from the first episode of the series to trying to figure out what's going on, and the emotional aspect that she went through this whole 9 episodes to the end is really, really good. It's interesting to see how everything came together for WandaVision. Everybody was worried that Marvel doing a TV series on Disney Plus was going to be really, really bad. Well, no, it wasn't. They hit it out of the park with a home run. This series is one of the most interesting series that Marvel has ever done. It's a Marvel property, so they had full rights to do as they pleased, which was really, really good. And it's on Disney Plus, and it's 9 episodes. You can't compare. And who knows if we're getting a season 2, because Wanda's character, Scarlet Witch, and how everything happens, does progress into Doctor Strange 2 and could impact Spider-Man 3, which is now called Spider-Man No Way Home. So it's really going to be interesting how Phase 4, plays out. And hearing the rumors that Phase 4 is mostly focused on Wanda in a way for 3 subsequent films, but then her, doing this whole thing that she did with Westview is actually going to be interesting, because it could have ramifications in the near future. We could be getting the Fantastic Four out of this. The X-Men, the mutants could be coming out of this. How, we don't know, but Marvel has an idea and plan set in stone, and I'm really curious to see what they do with it. And like I said, listen, this show was a drama, it was a thriller, it was even a sitcom, and it was definitely full of action. It's quick watch, like I said, and if you haven't seen it, you need to do so, because this is the way Marvel kicked off Phase 4 with WandaVision. And then they go on to The Falcon and Winter Soldier, they go on to Loki, and all the other subsequent TV series and shows that are coming out on Disney Plus. Now, it is rumored that Marvel doesn't want to give too much away in the TV series or any big plot twists or big surprises, because they actually want viewers who haven't seen any of the movies to actually get caught up and follow everything along. Hey, that's a great idea. But if that's not the case, then I don't see why not. Put in a twist or turn there. Let's make things interesting. Because, of course, hey, at the end of episode 9 for WandaVision, there are two post-credit scenes that actually, move everything along in Phase 4, especially the way things are happening now. Who knows what Phase 4 is going to bring? Who knows how much of a ramification and impact Wanda's powers had in WandaVision that affects the entire Marvel Universe from here on out, because it's going to be really, really crazy for sure. And how do you stop it? We don't know. But all of us comic book fans, all of us Marvel fans are along for the ride, and I can't wait to see what happens. For me, WandaVision gets 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it for its comic relief, for the emotional aspect. The way Elizabeth Olsen played Wanda was great. She deserves an award, and she's a very, very underrated actress. Seeing Paul Bettany in a TV series was really, really good as well. He doesn't do that much TV series roles, so it was good to see him in this. And everybody else that is in this really played an exceptional part. Even Kat Dennings returned from her character from Thor, who was Darcy Lewis. So that was good to see as well. So they're taking each character from different movies and just putting it into TV shows. I'm really curious to see what other characters from Marvel appear in these TV series. So it's going to be fantastic fun and very, very interesting. So let me know in the comment section below what you thought about WandaVision. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you enjoy it? And what would your star rating be? And do you see a lot of ramifications happening now in Phase 4 after what Wanda did and Wanda is able to accomplish, now that everyone says that she's the most powerful Avenger or Marvel character out there now? And be sure you click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell for new videos on my channel. And you know where to follow Market Productions and me, Mr. Filmstock. I'll leave a link to all the social media accounts in the description box below. You guys can check it out and follow along. I'm Anthony. Thanks for tuning in.